And we're the NyanCave.
Hey, what's up, Meowie boy?
He has been disturbed.
Yeah, he's been disturbed. You are perturbed. Oh,
He's so sheddy.
He's so
I
sheddy.
know.
So,
Long hair, long tail cats. Don't show everyone that.
Oh,
my God. Some
hold on, bot
decency.
didn't connect.
Uh-oh.
Bot, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
bots being a thought.
So,
Hey,
welcome.
Riku.
I got
Hey,
Ash
Phil.
something kind of special today.
Hit me up.
Oh, really?
When I went to buy him food,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't say it out loud because I wanted him to learn the word. So I'm typing it in chat. So if you want to get him hype, say that. Just say it in a nice and upbeat tone, and I think he'll get hype over it.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
training a dog, sort of thing.
Yeah, like training a dog.
Did you read that
yeah.
online?
What?
Did you read that online? Or you make this
No,
up?
I'm just making it up because that's what I bought him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if cats respond to stuff like that.
Don't they? Let's find out. Ash, Ash, do you want some fishies? No, he don't give a shit, does he? You want some
Didn't-
fishies, Ash? You want some fishies? Ash,
He's not moved.
fishies?
Oh, his ear is
Fish,
twisting.
fishy.
Can you deliver on this though?
Yeah, I can go get them.
Oh, well, I think you better if you do. Otherwise, you're gonna break.
Oh
the
yeah, no,
whole
yeah,
thing.
you're breaking the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can do the intro then. I'll go
Okay.
get the fishies.
Okay.
One
So
second.
you bring down a nut bar too.
Sorry, reverse
Yo.
hand. It'll grow
Oh,
back.
angriest.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm being attacked by sea cucumbers. What?
Is that a reference to the thing you sent me? I think it is.
I'm out of the loop. My cat responds when I mention food. Interesting.
Interesting.
I know that the shake of the bag will usually do it. I don't know if they pick up on particular words.
Yeah, definitely. He knows the rattles for sure. He also
Oh, yeah.
knows the sound of tin cans opening. Tuna.
Yeah, he does.
He's a tuna junkie. How you guys been though? Good? Good? Great? Oh, hi.
Damn it. Oh, God,
Well.
there's fur everywhere. Spirit of justice. That's what we're
So-
doing.
Yeah. I got the fishies if you're interested.
Okay. Oh, wow. They actually say sardine on them.
Yeah, they're actual
Sardine.
real fishies.
He
Well.
loves them?
Yeah. Here you go. Ask
So-
him if he wants fishies first, though.
Oh, I'm trying to open so I can deliver it quickly on it.
Oh, he's intrigued.
He
He is
knows.
smelling it. You can actually see his body.
short.
That was a bad package design. It wouldn't.
You
it wouldn't-
fishies? Fishies? my
Oh,
God, he
now
smells it.
he is going.
Oh my God, it feels like fish food.
It's because it's made of fishy. It's a fishy. It's a whole actual fishy.
Did you just give him the whole fish?
Yeah, and then he eats the whole fish. It's disgusting.
Yeah, there it goes.
I think you
at
gave
him.
him two.
No, I definitely gave him one. They're quite large.
No, I know, but I think I saw two eyes. Like that's a whole one.
Oh, did he? Oh, I guess they were stuck together.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough for that.
There you go. It does smell like fish food. All right. So you saw Jurassic Cat right there. Oh God, it just smells so
Oh my
much like
God.
fish.
He licked his lips and like spat at me.
He loves the
salivating.
fishies. He loves them.
He's looking for more. He's not
got
satisfied.
He's got the fish hunger.
Oh, guy's going for my fingers now because they smell like fishies.
Oh, he wants the fishy finger.
Ah! I'm sorry, bud.
No, he wants fish.
I know he wants fish.
He wants the fishies.
or my blood.
What about Nut Bar? How do you feel about Nut
Mifa.
Bar?
Thank you for the $1.
Hey, Mifa. Nut Bar?
Thank you, Mifa.
No idea. No,
All right. All right, let's get on with this game.
But wait,
Oh, hey, Ringo. What up?
Jaws music plays. Dun, dun, dun.
Who is this? Is one of our friends? They have a really great shirt, and it's the Jaws like movie logo.
Yeah.
But instead of Jaws, it says paws, and it's a cat that's like coming out of the water.
That's roommate.
Yeah. Okay. Great. It's a really good shirt.
This is just nuts.
It's just nuts stuck together with some sticky honey stuff
Oh my God.
and some chocolate.
He's looking at me like, where are they?
Nut bar. So you've already seen the plumed Punisher? You really don't miss a beat.
Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it.
Are we watching the Spike Chunsoft event today? Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
At 6 p.m., we're watching Spike Chunsoft. Our good friend Ari, she doesn't probably remember any of us, but Ari, if you do, love you. Not in a weird way, though, in a nice friend kind of way. There's not a single person in Kurain who does not know of it.
Oh, your benevolence. You're back.
As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So, I have changed my mind.
For in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories.
Her sense of duty is commendable. But I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit.
Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show you, show off to the both of you.
Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden.
Yep! Ta-da!
Oh, wow. What's that?
It's an ultra-rare Plume Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world.
Wow.
It was specially made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of this strap?
Don't tell me. You're a Plume Punisher fan too, Your Benevolence?
No, of course not. Only little children watch that show.
It's a great model.
The eyebrow twitch.
The eyebrow twitch is really great.
So cute.
I have no interest in such things.
Right.
No, I am telling the truth.
Sure. Let's just leave it at that. So, how did you get your hands on that, Maya?
I found a kindred spirit in a Plume Punisher fan here in Kurain.
Oh, he's located the fishies. He's located the fishies. Oh no, I have to move them. He's located the fishies.
Oh, you've caused this.
I thought it would be fun. There, he'll never find them.
It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders.
That's disaster waiting to happen. And by cultural exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandise.
You bet. I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off.
Ba-da, ba-da-da, da-da-da-da. Oh my god. Is that what the murderer is gonna have, like, being, like, worn?
Oh no.
Is that how we're gonna get them?
My newfound Kuranese friend was so happy, I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return.
I guess there are people like that wherever you go. Even here in Kurain.
Watch this. When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song.
That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song.
What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has a Japanese taiko drum that goes...
Wow.
Da-na-na-na, da-na, in the intro.
Added to the court record.
Right. I guess my ears just aren't as good as yours.
Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plume Punisher versus the Steel Samurai.
Ooh, wow. Original idea.
I'm totally gonna pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. It's gonna be a huge hit. Right, Your Benevolence? I have no interest in such things.
Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plume Punisher has, thankfully, seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me.
Okay, thanks, Nick.
Aww. I think I've covered just about everything.
Ash, stop.
Just take them upstairs.
Yeah?
Oh, unless he's...
No,
It's time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far.
Okay. No, he's fine, I guess.
Ooh. The guard will come over if I ring this, right?
I have no need for such an implement. Guard!
Yes, Your Benevolence. It is an honor to be at your service.
Now you try it, Barbed Head.
Oh, okay. Mr. Guard, could I please speak with you?
It seems you will not respond to a lawyer's call.
Somehow, I saw that coming from a mile away. It's a little degrading for the guard.
Very, yeah.
Especially the bell, too.
Yeah.
Why does that guard keep eyeballing me? I can't let him get to me. I can't let him get to me. Ah, he's doing it again. Well, I guess that's about it.
Duravel. Oh no, he responded to the princess and not, but not to us. We have been owned.
Oh no.
We got owned by that guard.
It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown.
Mr. Wright, your benevolence. Are you done with your investigation for today?
Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me?
Yes, please allow me to help.
Okay. First, we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite.
That's right. It was the fat rebel hunter, but what of it?
That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite?
If you could solve that mystery.
Right. I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead.
How unfortunate for you, Barbed Head. Your only hope is pure speculation. That shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime, after all.
Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest.
I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act.
Your benevolence!
While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence,
Like, I don't know how she can be so smug while also basically saying that she's going to kill our friend. Like, ha 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 ha, I won, your friend is scum and dead, and now I'm better than you.
You're also dead, though, too.
No, well, she's trying to tell us not to die, to give up and not die.
Proof.
But it's our friend's a criminal, you know?
I
that is
guess.
perhaps a product of my careful monitoring of your every move.
I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, your benevolence. But I am going to prove my innocence within the confines of the law.
How can you be so sure you will?
I want him in Smash Remix. He needs to come to Smash. I want Phoenix in Smash.
I know.
Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon. That and this finger, I guess.
What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When we next meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As royal priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time, I will prove that the insights I glean thereof are in the truth, or the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headman's axe.
Jesus.
They
First
still-
my tongue,
yeah,
now
they-
my head.
They're literally executing people with the axes still? I'm just saying, guys.
They haven't reached that French Revolution point where they're killing so many that they need to like mechanize it.
No.
They're just freaking people up with axes still.
Literally, yeah. That's literally the problem they had in the French Revolution.
I know.
And then
There's so many people to kill. How can we possibly kill all these people?
my arm is getting
So sore from chopping all. Like, fuck, we joke, but that must have been so terrifying.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We've created a death machine.
Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again.
Yeah. And what would Phoenix's final smash be? I think it'd be like logic drive into logic chess into...
He didn't logic chess,
No,
though.
no, he did, but...
No, what are you
all of
talking
them
about?
together.
He would just show the badge, and the pure light from the badge would just melt
Oh,
everybody.
it'd be like a
Yeah.
ding, and maybe like something with like a Magatama and
Yeah.
Psycho Locks.
Yeah, and just shatter all the locks.
Yeah.
Psycho Locks.
And then he basically like blackmails them with their deepest, darkest secrets.
Oh, no.
No, he would.
And then they all just jump off the edge.
Oh my god.
Oh god. That whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare.
Yo, Reverse Panda said, okay, now I'm reminded of Axe deodorant. What if, though, like, someone's weapon was Axe deodorant, but when they sprayed it, an axe happened?
Oh,
Like a real
Oh,
axe?
wow.
I would watch that superhero show.
Oh, and UMVC3, his level 3 was to make them have a breakdown. Oh, so did each character have their own, like, breakdown?
That's pretty heckin' cool, man.
I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Kurain. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do.
To be continued.
People said yesterday we had 5 minutes left. That's way more than 5 minutes.
Well, we did have the fishy.
Yeah, it was
Time.
honestly only about 10 minutes. They were pretty close.
Whenever
I said
you,
way more than 5, and 100% more is way more.
it is way more, yeah.
You are right.
Lawyer.
We're gonna have to watch his moveset in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
That would be incredible, Darabelle. Phoenix wins a match by exposing Yoshi's tax fraud. Whoa! I wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. Oh man, that'd be so funny if like Yoshi's on trial and he's got his like Yoshi and whatever, and then like part of his like persona swap is that he talks in his slowed down voice.
Oh, God.
Cut the crap, Yoshi. I know what your voice really sounds like. So, it seems you've unmasked me. Jesus. I wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. But if I can figure out how Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest, then maybe. Close enough.
Nick, today
Don't look so down, Maya. I'm going to defend you with everything I've got.
Even everything you've got.
you would do well to cease this insane insanity while you still can.
I really wish that if we knew, like we've already met the character, that we would just recognize their voice and the
Like
question
normal
marks would just be
people?
their name. Yeah,
Like normal people.
Like normal people. Like, I know that's her, you know?
Yes.
But if it's someone you never met, then I get the question marks, that's fine.
But no, if you can't see them, it's impossible to tell who they are. That's why no one knows who I am.
As I said yesterday, I'm going to defend my client in court.
Well, know this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time.
We'll see about that.
The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty for abetting the accused.
I never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering the truth. And unlike miracles, the truth is always waiting to be found.
The truth, you say? Then it seems you have chosen your fate. This shall be your very last trial.
And the lie detector determined that that was a lie.
Nick.
I'm going to prove you innocent, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce the Plume Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm, to the folks back home, right?
Right. I may be a defendant this time. But I'll be by your side like always, Nick.
Thanks, Maya. This place is tough on lawyers. I'll need all the help I can get. Plus, it's always good to have you on the team. Well, it's time. Let's go. Man, this is gonna be wild. I'm so excited. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna cross-examine Emma? I think we will. Ooh, I wonder if we'll be able to move forward in time far enough to get to current date.
Oh, wow.
May 11th.
We're
High
close.
Court of Kurain. Ooh, court is now in session. All rise.
Do you notice I put some Tibetan patterns behind you guys?
I
now?
did. I really like it.
Oh, neato.
Now you look like you belong here.
Yay.
We do belong here.
I think Rayfa is just a little low by like a couple pixels.
That's probably correct.
Perfect.
Oh, much nice.
Let the trial of Maya Fey begin.
I forgot that I put her in there.
The defense is ready, Your Majesty. Magistry? Shoot, Magistry. Magistry. Ooh. Huh? Hello?
Quiet! Can't you see Prosecutor Sadmati is absorbed in silent prayer?
Great. The trial's barely started and the judge is already mad at me.
He's very devout for a prosecutor.
Oh my god, we
Why
got
am I-
Maya behind the bench.
Why
That's
am I
awesome.
over here? That doesn't
I
make
know, right?
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Huh? Why is the accused standing over there?
Oh, well,
Your Magistry, in addition to being the accused, she is also my assistant.
The accused is your assistant, you say? Very well, then. A criminal does indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer with a defiled soul.
that wasn't very nice.
Oh my god.
Updated.
I love these updated faces. They're so good. So expressive. Yeah, well, bad-mouthing lawyers seems to be a custom of sorts here in Kurain.
I must say,
I don't think it's a conflict of interest. She's literally fighting for herself. If she was trying to prosecute herself, then maybe.
I know you did it. No, I didn't. I promise. Then why were you there at whatever when the? How did you know that? I saw you. I saw you. I was there.
I must say, I'm surprised to see you still here in Kurain, Mr. Wright. And even more so to find you in the Hall of Justice once more. I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial.
The answer is simple, Your Majesty. I am a lawyer, and this is what lawyers do. Although, to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Oh, it's a real butterfly now.
Oh.
Such foolishness.
Oh! Prosecutor Sadmati, are you ready to begin?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. But first, I promise you both this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell.
Cheers.
Well,
Thank
howdy
you.
do to you too.
Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation.
Ha 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 ha! Splendid! I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Sadmati.
Please save the victim's soul, Prosecutor Sadmati. What? Punish the wicked lawyer who dares to stop these things. I think I'll pass on that whole fire and brimstone deal. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance, considering what Apollo told me about you.
So, it was you who instilled that putrid lawyerly guile within him.
Putrid? What?
He too must soon face the fires, lest his soul be lost to redemption.
Come on, man. You saw the evidence. The dude even admitted to it. You were wrong. Accept it. Jesus. Let it go and move on.
It is so weird. We talked about like, oh, how is he going to take losing? And the game just didn't address it.
Well, he didn't address it. He basically pretended like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Is what I'm feeling from this right now.
But I shall send you on ahead so that he will not be lonely when he arrives.
Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up. Nervous, Maya?
A little.
Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court.
Too bad I'm the defendant.
Yet again. Don't worry. We haven't lost a case together yet.
You're right. Let's give this everything we've got, Nick.
Man, if anyone saw like Maya's record of being accused so many times, they would have to think that at least one of the times she actually did do it,
Right?
you know? Like from the outside looking in, this always looks so bad. Like, oh, your best friend's a lawyer and you've been accused of these crimes, and every time he gets you off the hook. I see. Okay.
At some point, there's a common denominator here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now then, Prosecutor Sadmati, would you please explain the case at hand?
Of course, Your Majesty. Let us begin the last rites of the victim. Maya Fey has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of her heinous crime was High Priest Terustin. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain.
Brutally slain.
And the cause of death?
Let us review the victim's autopsy report and crime scene photo, shall we?
Ugh.
The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. The murder weapon was likely the Warbad dagger, which was used in the rite. However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene of the crime was thoroughly searched.
A sacred relic used as a tool of murder. The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe.
The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite.
Dropping bars now, are you?
The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes. And the victim was there to offer prayers as a high priest of Kurainism. During the rite, the victim and the accused were the only two at the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey.
Bars.
I must say, that does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accused.
Indeed. Now then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as evidence in this case.
So I think the first thing we need to do is locate where the storeroom is, because it's likely the most suspicious place on the map.
Probably where the killer was hiding. to be
Probably,
honest.
yeah.
Certainly.
In Kurainism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, Maya Fey's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling.
No! Oh, sorry. Let me do that. Yeah.
The hell of tickling.
Oh, that's disgusting. I didn't know that such a hell existed.
That is an awful hell. Good scream, though. It actually got like a cold sweat coming out of my pores.
Oh, me too. That's actual hell.
And Ash is like, nah, I don't want none of that.
I don't fuck with this.
There she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years.
At some point, that wouldn't be so as bad. It would get better because your body get used to it for sure.
I had a dream I was being tickled.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I had to pretend like I was dead. Because if I laughed, then they would have actually killed me. So I was like lying on the ground being tickled, being like, you can't give in to the giggles.
I had a dream I was sword fighting with spirits and ghosts. That was really spooky and
Why are
weird.
yours always so much cooler than
I
mine?
don't know, man. It was really fucked. Like, I woke up in a cold sweat at like 3:30 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you make a video about it on YouTube? Because all the shit always happens at 3 a.m. on YouTube videos.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, like
didn't
calling
know
my mom at 3 a.m. Scary, gone wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond?
Godot asks, why were they tickling a dead body, though? To see if it was dead. It's the best way.
And here I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain.
Hey, TBD, what up? Oh, dang, I just realized I never said what Patrol's Japanese name was. It was Mima Waruhito, which sounds like Mima Waruhito, which translates into patrolman.
Oh. Mima Waru Hito.
Thank you, T.B.
But it could also refer to Aruhito Mite, which translates into seeing some people, which is what a patrolman does.
Oh, that's fun. And also, TBD!
Additionally, Waruhito might refer to Warubito, which means bad person, in reference to him being a thief.
Japanese is such an such an interesting language for
Isn't
puns and stuff like that. Like it's very flexible, especially with like the different characters and stuff, and how they can have different meanings based on their context and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
like yeah, They say the highest like understanding of a language is to be able to like create comedy, basically, like
Yeah.
with puns and stuff like that. So
It's so cool. I
Totally
remember
play it,
when I
yeah.
got Lunar, there was like a bonus disc was like behind the scenes stuff,
oh yeah,
and one of the translator people was like, "It's so hard because there's so many puns in this game, and they just don't translate directly."
No.
Where it's
Oh.
like, "Baseball card, I thought you said apple or whatever."
Yeah.
yeah. Like what was it, Monogatari?
Mm.
There's so much like wordplay and stuff in that. It just goes whoosh, like way over the head, and I'm sure the translators are like, "Oh no!" Anyways, thank you, TBD. And here, I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain.
I don't remember killing anyone, and I don't have that dagger or anything like it.
As my client stated, she has no memory of the event as described by the prosecution. And more importantly, she had no motive to kill the high priest in the first place.
I thought you might say that. Nevertheless, the meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all will be made clear by her benevolence Rayfa Padma Kurain's insights.
Padma, I forgot about that. Gets me every time.
Padme?
So it is, and so it shall be. The divination seance reveals the truth for all to see.
Here we go again. Aw, shit.
Bailiff, please show the royal priestess.
Oh boy, I'm so excited. What's this gonna look like? I swear, if it's Maya as someone else stabbing someone, I'm gonna be so sad. Because it seems like he was stabbed in the front.
Oh, it's Princess Rayfa. Oh, how beautiful her benevolence looks again today.
Glory to the Holy Mother on this glorious day.
As popular as ever, I see.
Rest assured, good people of Kurain, I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. They shall not escape on their Freedom Express today.
So smug.
What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. May the Holy Mother grant us her divine favor. Udayada Kurain.
Dihara.
Hara Kurain!
Udihara Kurain!
She sure looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who didn't know what a Freedom Express was until yesterday.
Is there something stuck to my face, Barbed Head?
No, nothing, your benevolence.
Now then, your benevolence, the divination seance, if you please.
Very well. Nana, my robe.
Oh my god. Naina's incredible.
Best character in the game.
She's basically a samurai pizza cat at this point.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
You'd think this is the first thing they'd do.
There is an Olympic sport that's basically this, right?
Isn't it ribbon twirling?
I don't think it's interpretive dance. Because I think I mentioned it the first time. Like Will Ferrell parodied it in Old School, and it was incredible. But I think, yeah, is ribbon twirling still a thing?
Ribbon twirling.
Yeah, where they have the ribbon on like it's a
Yeah,
long
like baton
ribbon
twirling.
on a stick.
Yeah, for sure.
And they do the thing. Rhythmic ribbon. Yeah, is it still a thing?
It's so cool because this must have been done with motion capture.
I assume so.
Because it was...
Yeah.
It'd be very difficult to do it without it.
God, yeah.
Like, it's incredibly hard to make natural movements.
Because it was also a little bit imperfect in certain ways, which was awesome.
Okay,
it is.
this is a bad start.
No. Oh.
Oh, no. I figured it out.
You figured it out?
Yeah, she's gonna be wearing the robe. Oh, God. Here it comes.
Hopefully these texts aren't like sacred or anything.
Doxing a high priest live.
Wind.
Yep. There it is. Ah, that's so spooky.
Yeah. Definitely GD.
The victim's Mirama has spoken.
So spooky.
The divination seance is complete.
Great. Another clearly incriminating seance vision.
It could not be any clearer, O foul defense. The accused donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira and then attacked the victim.
Oh, how very terrible it must have been. The figure of Lady Kira lit against the dim lantern light. The scent of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near. One can almost sense the horror Abbot Hinme must have felt.
The facts are presented by her benevolence. Presented as. Let's just start over. The facts as presented by her benevolence are indisputable.
But that wasn't me! Do something, Nick!
I'm working on it. That couldn't have been any clearer. Looks like I'm in for another uphill battle.
The accused committed this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite.
Come to think of it, the rites guide explains the multi-part purification rite in detail. Oh man, I forgot my allergy medication.
Your allergies. Rejoice! It is time for our annual Defend Maya in court case. Clash with the hardships and unveil the truth.
Oh, I plan to.
Thank you,
Transformation rite. The high priest reads scripture, while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rite of water. Lady Kira enters the spring, and the high priest purifies her, along with her dagger. The rite of fire. The priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. Thanks, guys, for your blessings.
It would seem that the murder occurred during the transformation rite. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accused must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, Barbed Head, would you care to object?
Of course, because I know my client is innocent.
So you say. You truly do not know when you are beaten, do you?
I managed to pull it off last time with Albie. I'll just have to do it again. Whatever it is, I guess.
You intend to find fault with her benevolence's insights yet again? It would seem lawyers are like Polkunkin creatures indeed.
Yikes.
Polkunkin.
Look at that Polkunkin! Polkunken. Polkunken. What does that mean?
I don't know.
What exactly is a Polkunken?
Like, imagine having to make up a swear word that
Kind of,
isn't a
yeah.
swear word in any other language.
Right? Yeah, well, man, that
Hopefully.
would be pretty difficult to like go through it all and be like, ah!
Right? I remember when I was like just getting into anime and stuff and like drawing anime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like one of the things was
Oh, yeah.
don't name your characters
Random
Japanese things because you're gonna end up with a character named Vagina.
Easy to do. What exactly is a Polkunken?
Someone who's a real piece of work, so to speak.
What? I'm adding a K in there? There's a K right there.
Polkunen.
Oh.
Polkunen.
Oh.
Polkunen.
There's the K.
Polkunan.
Oh. Polkunan. Well, it's because of Polkunka.
Right?
I just saw Polkunka.
Polkunka.
Polkunka. That's a Kurainese word, right?
Yes.
Polkunan.
Oh,
interesting.
By the way, I find this part of the game to be the hardest part of any game in the series. It might just be me, but holy hell.
All right. Well, let's make short work of it then. I'm gonna flex my intellect here. 3 retries later.
Yeah.
Just tell me the answer.
Don't tell him the answer.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, everybody's getting allergy medication, because otherwise they're gonna sneeze. Thanks, allergy medication. You help us do our jobs.
They can call me anything they want. The only thing I care about is uncovering the truth.
So, Barbed Head, are you foolish enough to risk your life for your so-called truth? Because my insights are the truth. To deny them is to willingly dig your own grave.
Insight.
The hardest moment in Ace Attorney that I can remember
Yes.
was the moment in that cake case. And I think that was investigations.
Oh, where
Two,
where it was like
maybe,
literally the
one or
last
two.
piece of evidence that we could have thought of. Because
Yeah. That was like the hardest thing for me that I remember.
yeah.
That whole case, I think, was.
I don't remember it well enough. I only remember certain parts of it that made me laugh. And that was all.
He was a madman who bakes for money.
The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading the sutra. As the first part, the transformation rite, ended, he lowered the sutra suddenly. He heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. Ow! It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his lifeblood spilled over, his vision dimmed till finally he passed from our world. That is everything the victim experienced in his final moments.
Dressed in the sacred robes of Lady Kira, the accused rushed the victim head-on. The brutal stabbing she perpetrated could not have been any clearer.
Yes, it is plain for all to see. No, it wasn't me! A sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. I didn't even get a chance to put on Lady Kira's robes.
You waste our time with such meaningless statements, accused. You cannot explain away the truths revealed by the royal priestess's divine insight.
Oh! How did you end up finding contradictions last time?
Oh my god, are they getting a tutorial again? The deceased's final memories include all 5 senses.
Oh, you mean those words that appeared in the Pool of Souls? It looked to me like the bigger the word, the stronger the sensation was to the victim.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me too. The sensations themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in Rayfa's insights last time.
So there could be contradictions between what Abbot Immi felt and her insights, huh?
You got it. And I'm gonna find them this time too. Should I check how to point out contradictions in Rayfa's insights? We always do it. I can switch between Rayfa's insights using the arrows on the touchscreen, or with the D-pad, while looking for inconsistencies between them and the sensations in the upper screen. Seance visions can be paused by touching the pause on the touchscreen. I can even jump to different points in the Seance vision, and by moving the Mitama mark to a different panel or by using A or Y. When I see an insight that doesn't seem right, I should touch select. Then all I have to do is point out the sensation that contradicts with the insight. The sensations this time seem to fluctuate more than the ones from Albie's trial, in which case, I'd better keep an eye on the changes in their intensity too. The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns, reading a sutra.
Sutra's being read right now. Wind. Uh-oh.
Yee!
Yeah, that was not great.
He heard the accused approaching. Oh, wait, ooh. I wonder if we can hit that one. Did we hear footsteps there?
Yeah, footsteps were, I think, in the fourth one. Or maybe the fifth one.
Wind.
Hear the wind and then...
Footsteps. Incense.
But the footsteps didn't get louder. The incense got stronger, but the footsteps stayed the same.
They also start before the movement it appears.
Yeah. My guess is it's the accused approaching footsteps.
Approaching footsteps,
Because
right?
they're not approaching at all. They're just footsteps.
Yeah. Let's try it. Oh, right. All right, let's try it. That's all I can see.
Yeah.
That's all I can see as well.
You're all I can see.
Oh my god.
You're the only one for me.
Objection!
The victim supposedly heard the accused approaching footsteps. But did he really?
What nonsense is this? Is it not abundantly clear?
No, it's not. Because there's something strange about those footsteps.
Strange? Explain yourself, barbed head.
The footsteps are strange because they don't get louder.
Wow, like just nailed it.
Yeah. They're not getting any louder.
And why exactly does that matter?
Please focus your attention on the incense the victim smelled. The incense grows stronger as the accused approaches. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of her footsteps would have grown louder as the scent of incense grew stronger. Divine wins.
But why? That makes perfect sense. How can this be explained, Your Benevolence?
Well, there must be a reason.
Oh god, it's happening again.
Objection!
It is as they say. Even a putrid worm of a lawyer will turn.
What does that even mean?
It sounds beautiful in our language.
He's not exactly singing your praises, that's for sure.
Still, we cannot discount this information solely on account of its lawyerly source. Your Benevolence. Perhaps you must listen more carefully to the abbot's mitama.
Listen more carefully. What's he talking about?
Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refine the sensation.
Refine the sensation?
I can more accurately gauge sensations by depending on my communication with the mitama.
Deepening. I didn't know you could do that. Why have we never done this before?
By refining a sensation, a clearer picture of the truth can be discovered.
Oh, blessed mitama, I beseech you, hear me now and respond to my call.
The dance Again.
No. Oh, bells.
Footsteps changed to bells. What could this mean?
The bells are...
But the high priest was supposed to be wearing bells on his feet.
The high priest was supposed to be wearing bells.
Bells? But the only bells at the scene of the crime were...
That jingling must have come from Abbot Inme's bells.
You mean those big things he had on his ankles?
Well, there you have it. The sound of bells was from the high priest's own footsteps.
Then that means...
If the footsteps belonged to the victim himself, it means it was the victim who was moving, not the accused. The victim was the one who went running towards the broken lantern from the spring. A far cry from what her benevolence's insight would have us believe. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting.
But why would the victim have approached the accused?
Maybe he was trying to defend himself.
Please explain.
He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing there with the dagger. If so, he might have thought to overpower her before she could attack.
Still hear voices! This is nothing but a theory! A poor game theory, one at that!
Oh, ow, hey, whoa.
Be led not astray by this lawyer's obvious postulation!
Objection.
While his insolence is inexcusable, I would ask that you calm yourself, your benevolence.
Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Sadmati?
Even if it was Abbot Inme who moved, it does not negate the accused's crime.
What do you mean?
The accused was likely waiting for the high priest to approach. And as he neared, she plunged the dagger into him. It is as simple as that.
Oh, right. It really doesn't change much, does it?
Yes, it is as the prosecutor has said. In fact, it is as I meant to say all along as well.
Right. And that's why you were so shocked when you first heard it.
Understand now, lawyer, that contradiction you conjured up has come to naught. Once I hone my insights, it will vanish like the dying rays of the sun.
Oh, Eric Butler!
Your awesome VODs of Ace Attorney compelled me to watch the anime. I'm hooked.
Oh,
Heckin'
glad you're liking it.
thanks.
I haven't
Sub or
seen the anime
sub?
yet.
Yeah. I really glad
Uh-oh.
that you dug it, and thanks so much for the support, man.
See, the fact that it was Abbot Inme who moved changes nothing.
Ah, come on, Phoenix. You gotta keep your cool. That contradiction I pointed out must mean something. That one sensation changed after Princess Rayfa refined her vision. It stands to reason that something else might have changed too because of the refinement. I should focus on any sensations that have changed. While searching for more contradictions between them and her insights. Bowing to the lanterns, reading a sutra. First, the transformation ended. He lowered the sutra suddenly. He rushed the accused and tried to fight her off by the broken lantern. Maybe the lantern's not broken. Let's take a look. I don't think it is. Oh, it is because the wind blew the flame. Incense bells. Water? Well, water makes no sense at all.
Water makes no sense, because that would imply that he ran into the
Backward.
fountain.
Oh, unless he, like, maybe this is where we're gonna find out that he took steps back, landed in the water.
No, yeah, but
And she came towards him as well.
yeah, I mean, in this though, it says the accused rushed
Yeah.
because if she's back there and he's there, that makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. The contradiction I think might reveal that he
Nice,
wasn't.
Eric.
So I don't know. I guess we got to go with water, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Because there's no water around the broken lantern, is
no,
there?
not at all. Is that it?
Objection!
Hold it. How do we know the purification rite was performed exactly as it's supposed to be? Okay, good. I was really worried about that until I heard the music.
That's easy. The customs governing the rite are very clear, and an abbot in me would have adhered to them. That voice is hard.
Well, that's strange.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain just what is so strange?
Yes. I would ask you to consider the sound of the victim's footsteps. The sound of bells changes to the sound of water at one point.
What's this?
It's simple. The victim must have stepped in some water.
Oh.
Yes, and the only source of water in the inner sanctum is the spring. And therein lies the contradiction.
What contradiction?
I believe the rite started out as it should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring, and the accused stood right in front of him. But we know that the victim then moved into the spring.
Bulkunka! That is absurd!
This means the accused location differs from what her benevolence's insight indicates.
Then how do you propose the accused stood once she donned Lady Kira's robes? Or where? Sorry, where?
Based on
Go.
based on the sound of the victim's footsteps, I believe Maya was standing here. Oh, wait, Maya?
Would have had to be in the spring, wouldn't it?
I guess so. I mean,
okay, go on. I want to hear more of this because
okay, well, remember, we learned in the last case, right?
Yeah.
We learned that in order to move forward in any Ace Attorney case, we
Right.
must first convict our defendant and
Right,
then
shit.
unconvict them ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
which
Otherwise, I would get really stuck here and be like, well, clearly we want Maya to be somewhere else, and
Yeah.
the killer was here,
Yeah.
who's someone else. But
Yeah.
first, we need to convict our own defendant.
yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Take that!
Until this moment, we've all just assumed that Abbott and me and Miss Faye were standing where they were supposed to be. Short. Guide. The victim should have been standing with his back to the spring and the accused in front. However, if that is how they were really standing, he couldn't have stepped into the spring as he approached her. The problem is, the victim did step into the spring. This can only mean that Miss Faye had actually been standing in the water.
But if this is true, then the positions would have been completely reversed.
Inner sanctum diagram updated. It's updated so many times we never looked at it.
What is going on here, Miss Faye? Were you really standing in the spring?
I'm sorry, but I barely remember anything about the rite.
God, every time.
Amnesia.
Our high priest would never make such an obvious blunder during the ritual.
What on earth? Is that even possible?
Be that as it may, this does not overturn my insights.
It doesn't?
Let us say the accused was standing in the spring. So what?
So what? This completely reverses their positions is what?
That their positions differ from what it is customary is rather curious. However, what does that change? It certainly does not erase the accused's brutal crime.
Oh, yeah. Guess you have a point there.
You lawyers are an absurd breed. Never thinking ahead, you cling to the first insignificant contradiction you can muster.
That idea of convicting our defendant first, makes so much sense.
I know.
Like for the game to progress,
I know.
but no sense.
No.
Logically speaking.
No, of course not. And that's why I think I always get hung up in the beginning, because I'm like trying to three-step ahead it kind of thing,
Yeah.
where I'm like, I don't want to convict Maya at all. This will convict Maya. And then it's like, wait a second, it was your defendant there.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah.
You know, it's just happened so many times that I've accepted it now.
Yeah.
Also, it seems that there's some audio skipping going on. I don't know what it is. It
hot little
looks
reset.
like some of the people are no longer on 720. They've gone down a bit. So I think maybe it's a YouTube thing. Maybe refresh.
Ah, there we go.
Because I mean, clearly not everyone's getting it right.
No.
Yeah. So we had a hot refresh out there.
I can see the
buddy.
quality has dropped for a few people.
Oh, Maya, where would I be without your brutally frank commentary right now?
What'd she say before? We missed it.
Whoop. Oh, Maya. Uh-oh. Well, is this contradiction really meaningless? Let me just keep zooming in on me while
Sounds like Princess Rayfa has a pretty good grasp on what lawyers are all about.
Oh, Maya. Where would I be without your brutally frank commentary right now? But something really doesn't feel right. Did I take a wrong turn somewhere?
I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth.
That's fair, Gianni.
Rush the
What's-
accused and try to far off by the poolside lantern.
What's also weird and dumb, and why I never would have guessed that without your just overwhelmingly powerful intellect,
Yeah.
is because
Big brain
it's just when it goes into the like when he looks up from the paper, the broken lantern is on the right hand side, and the victim or then the bad person's there, right? Which means that he must have been facing away from the water because
Oh,
the broken
shit.
lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, so but
That's
then,
probably the next thing.
yes, and I'm thinking the paper went up, and that's he could have moved any direction with the paper.
But what's really weird is that like she comes towards him and then the water happens.
Yes.
So he was moving backwards or something.
or these are the next steps I think that
Yeah.
are going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter still stands, no matter how stubbornly you deny it.
What do you have to say for yourself now, Mr. Wright?
Nick?
Your Majesty, this lawyer may have raised a trivial objection, but her benevolence's insights have no further inadequacies of any kind.
Whoa, hey, that's not for you to say.
Yes, so it would seem.
Wait a second, but there is another contradiction.
Still you flounder about, wretched beast. Though you rack that putrid brain of yours, nothing worthwhile will come of it.
Maya, please tell me you remember something that might help us out here.
Sorry, I really don't remember a thing. But now that place I was standing in has changed, who knows? Now that the place. That alone may cause a new discrepancy with Princess Rayfa's insights.
That's right. We now know that Maya was standing in the spring. A major change like that could very well produce a contradiction. I should take a look at the inner sanctum diagram in the court record.
Yeah, now we're going to be like, but you're remembering a broken lantern, which means you're remembering that wrong.
Yeah,
I guess.
I think so. I think that's going to be the next thing.
Yeah.
And confirm where Maya and Abbott in me were standing. And then focus on finding any discrepancies between their positions and the insights. Are we going to turn this around again?
Yes.
Go to the bathroom real fast.
And then
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
not
lantern.
broken. Yeah. And
good
not
lantern.
broken.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he turns around,
Yeah.
and then maybe it's Maya that's in the water making the water sounds while the thing is approaching or something.
Or he did step back. Like any one of these is possible. See, so right now he's got to be
Yeah.
turning because broken.
Wind. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, no. Well.
If anybody's experiencing any stream hiccups, make sure to do a quick refresh because everything's looking good on our side. Oh yeah, Springside Lantern isn't broken. So I think you can hit that with that.
Because I do I need to pick the word or do I pick? Let me check actually, because it'll say it.
Sight.
Sight. Yeah. Okay. So let's go with sight.
Yeah. Boom.
Objection!
Yeah, there we go.
Your benevolence? I found a new contradiction. Oh, God.
You did?
Please work.
No doubt it is but another one of your vile attempts to slander my insights.
Still kind of generic. Nope. Take a good look at what the victim saw. It just might change your mind. Oh, still kind of generic, but a little more specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God. The lantern flame behind the accused was flickering.
There is nothing unusual about that, especially as the wind had stirred.
No, that's where you're wrong.
Ouch. Just killing her, though.
If the accused had been standing in the spring, then what you see here should be one of the lanterns flanking the statue.
I fail to see your point.
Oh, don't worry. We will elucidate it for you.
My point is, something is wrong here. The two lanterns flanking the statue were both outfitted with glass wind guards. Shards. So neither lantern's flame should have been flickering in the wind in the first place.
She seems pretty tickled, Nick.
Oh,
It's ironic.
A taste of hell.
oh man, the lowest level, which I think is the best level to be in. Like
Lowest
the lowest,
level?
because like
Highest level is the worst?
yeah,
or-
which one's highest, which one's lowest? Like
Yeah.
lowest number, like the first level,
The lowest, the deepest sanctum of hell.
deepest sanctum.
Yeah,
That's
lowest.
tickling.
Yeah.
Have you been tickled
Have you ever
ever?
been fucking tickled?
I have. I've
It
peed my
sucks. It
pants
is the
being
lowest
tickled.
tier of
You
hell you
peed
could
your
ever
pants
be.
being tickled? My
One
sister
time.
always used to try to tickle me till I peed, but then I would just kick her in the
Yeah,
lady box.
I get really violent when I get tickled.
Me too.
I just swing my limbs. Limbs, yeah, limbs.
Yep.
Limbs.
Yeah, limbs.
Limbs.
Not your
Yeah.
limbs. You don't swing
No,
around
no.
a limb. Good
No.
friend, a limb.
Good friend of limb. I don't remember saying anything funny.
I fail to see what you wish to prove here, but very well. I shall refine the vision and reveal the truth for all to see.
I don't think there was any wind in the beginning, was there?
Oh, blessed Mitama, I beseech you, fix your sight upon the lantern there.
You're not missing
Okay.
out on anything, Alicorn. Being tickled sucks.
Ooh.
So broken.
It's not broken, but it's open. Huh? That lantern doesn't have a wind guard on it.
And rightly so. For the wind guard was removed to reveal the sacred flame within for the rite of fire. Therefore, there is nothing odd about the flame flickering.
Say what? What? But when we searched the crime scene, those lanterns had their wind guards on.
That is because the police put them back on.
Tampering with a crime scene!
Not okay.
The sacred flames have burned uninterrupted for hundreds of years, Defense. We could not risk them being extinguished even during an investigation.
That would never fly back home.
Well, Barbed Head, are you done quibbling? If so, then it is time to bow down before this testimony of the Mitama.
Ah!
Nick!
Don't worry, Maya. I'm just getting started. Yep. All right. Let's go over everything we know so far. Maya was wearing Lady Kira's robes and standing in the spring. The High Priest is thought to have been moving towards her. So, I should look for sensations that stand in contradiction to this arrangement. I won't give up. I'm going to find a contradiction that will undermine the accusation against Maya. I don't know what's... I don't know what we're going to find this time.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're enhanced. Okay. Okay, let's look for That's the broken one. Perfect.
So, also weird that it's exactly boxed out. What was that? It's weird texture.
Oh, you can see him turn right there. Go back.
Rewind.
Like, watch. When whoop, you can see him turn to the right.
Yeah, you can see him
Turn
begin it.
and to the right. Turn and to the right. Turn and to the right. Laces out, Dan!
Also, the direction of the wind is interesting. I wish that I wish that was it. Like, just the direction of the wind.
So I'm not saying that Maya pushed him into the knife, but it kind of seems like Maya pushed him into the knife.
Oh man, that might be what they come out with. But then that would prove that someone else was there.
What is now...
Sorry.
Okay, so now we finally unraveled it. We're like, hey, everybody, don't worry. Maya's a bad person, and she's the killer, and she was in the water, right? Yes, definitely in the water. Actually, when he saw Maya, she was the other side. The killer was there and it was somebody else.
You guys got so much noise here. Okay. By the Springside lantern. Now, how do I prove this?
Wait, you can leave that one up while it's a broken flame and he's looking at her, right? Where is she with the broken flame? There, boom.
Oh, yeah.
And then sight. Because that's not the Springside lantern.
No, but he rushed the accused to try and fight her off by the Springside lantern.
But the accused is Maya, who's not by the Springside lantern. We're reversing it.
Reversing.
Yeah.
Go to the first one real quick. Okay, no problem.
Right, I thought they would have a location on those lanterns too.
Yeah.
You think so, eh?
Yeah.
Objection!
Pins to win.
What could this possibly mean? That lantern clearly contradicts the insight. But this contradiction will overturn the entire case I've been building.
Are you all right, Mr. Wright? 1 minute you shout out, and in the next you fall silent.
Perhaps it is like the bellow of one who is barreling down a hill with no way of stopping. Is that not right, Prosecutor Sadmari?
Don't get cold feet now, Phoenix. Even if this overturns the entire case you've built so far,
It wasn't
the
going
only
well.
way is to keep moving forward, because that's where we'll find the truth.
That too.
Sorry, but I'm not barreling down a hill. In fact, I'm in full control of everything with the indisputable contradiction I've found.
Is that so?
The lantern behind the accused clearly, no, blatantly contradicts your insight.
Does it now?
One of the lanterns on the entrance side of the inner sanctum was broken. And if you watch what Abbott and me saw in this final moments, you will notice that the lantern behind the praying form of Miss Faye is broken. The lantern behind Lady Kira, however, is still intact. In short, we are seeing two different lanterns in this seance vision.
How could this be? And even if it were so, how would that contradict my insights?
Let me start by saying, the claim I'm about to raise will overturn the case I've built thus far.
Will the defense please explain himself?
Based on the broken lantern, we can tell. And Maya and Abbott in these positions.
Yeah.
Where the accused and the victim were standing.
But did you not just finish asserting that the accused was standing somewhere else?
I did, and I built my argument on that faulty premise. But thankfully, it has led us here to the actual spot where Maya Faye was standing. Ooh.
I must say, if the defense keeps changing its assertions in such a capricious manner, its credibility may come into question.
I'm willing to take that risk, Your Majesty, because I believe this will be the last time. I'd like to start by pointing out the actual spot where the accused was standing.
Very well. Show us where you now believe the accused was actually standing.
Based on the location of the broken lantern, Where was Maya really standing? Well,
By the broken lantern.
oh, like here, I guess.
Yeah.
Take that!
I wasn't thinking straight before, but now it's all falling into place. We know the victim had stepped into the spring. That means Maya Fey had to have been standing in the water as he approached. However, his memory, which has only become clear, reveals that Miss Maya Fey was standing by the side of the broken lantern. In other words, she was standing where she was supposed to be standing according to custom.
Does it not bring us back to the very beginning?
No. This is where things take a different turn. And I mean that literally. The victim had to have been moving towards the spring. That means that while he was moving, he had his back turned toward the accused.
What's this? Do you mean to say the victim turned around during the rite? But such an image appears nowhere in the seance vision.
Doesn't it?
Actually, it does appear. It's just that no one noticed until now.
No one noticed. How could no one have noticed something so big?
Literally turned the case around. There was a moment when the scripture the victim was holding was all we could see. Thanks to that, none of us could tell that he was in fact turning around in that moment.
Objection!
If it is as the defense asserts, then her benevolence insights no longer make sense.
What? Oh, man.
How do you intend to explain that?
I don't need to explain anything. Because it's just as you said, Prosecutor Sadmati. Her benevolence's insights don't make any sense because they contain a huge error.
Such insolence.
This is all. Oh, man.
A huge error, you say. Do explain.
The huge error is the number of people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe this is what happened at the scene of the crime. The victim was reading a sutra when suddenly he sensed someone behind him. He immediately looked back to see someone dressed as Lady Kira standing there. Wishing to see who it was, he approached the robed figure. And that's when he was stabbed.
This cannot be.
Oh, but it can. And it is. The insight stating the accused stabbed the victim is wrong. And that is the real truth lying behind this testimony of the dead. Puh.
Are you suggesting that there was someone else at the scene of the crime?
Have I misunderstood the voice of the Mitama yet again? This cannot be. Oh.
K.O. Whew. That was a close one. But I managed to divine the true meaning behind the seance vision somehow. I should add these new facts to the court record.
But what's so cool is that they, in the beginning, they really do turn you all about because the not broken one lantern was blurred out, but the wind was blowing through it, so it made you think, "Oh, that's the broken one." It all makes sense. And he's down, and then they flip you, and then they flip it back, and they flip it again.
Yeah.
Flip, flip, flip. Your benevolence, please allow me to take it from here. I will overturn the brass accusations of this faithless, putrid-minded lawyer.
Yes, I shall place my trust in you.
Are you sure about this, Prosecutor Sadmati?
Right, M-Scene? I do feel a little bad for her, though. This is her thing, and we keep proving she's bad at it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's that she's not bad at it. It's just she can't interpret stuff well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mark my work, or my work as an international prosecutor has taken me to courtrooms around the world. And in that time, I have learned to perform the last rites for souls in trials lacking a seance.
Yes, of course. Forgive my ludicrous inquiry.
Moreover, I have with me a forensic investigator from overseas.
Uh-oh.
I will show you all of the most magnificent last rites. I will show you all the most magnificent last rites ever seen.
I guess he really does think highly of Emma and her forensic expertise. I'm impressed that he's come to understand their value. And again, he is an international prosecutor who solved tough cases around the world. Time to hunker down, huh?
Now then, let us continue with today's proceedings. Could the defense please tell us who was the third party dressed as Lady Kira was, or who they were? Well, you know what I mean. Damn it, Morty. Morty. Your new claim has negated the insights of the royal priestess. So I trust you to have some evidence to support it, correct?
Yes, of course. This third party must have really wanted to kill the high priest. I might be able to identify who it was if I had evidence of their murderous intent.
Well, we're waiting, Mr. Wright.
The evidence that can reveal the identity of the third party is this.
Is it the note?
Oh, man.
Or is it the bloodstained letter?
I know, right? I can't take a look at that. Oh, whoopsies.
Whoopsie.
Envelope.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think that you... Oh.
I think it's gonna be
Right?
this.
Yeah, I think it's this, because it's going to say he was warned not to do this. It's the killer that you all know truly does exist.
Yeah, it's all we got. Oh, man, I thought we had like a partial translation for this.
No,
Yeah.
It makes it impossible to read in full.
Yeah,
But maybe that's why forensics can fix it.
maybe. I want to go with this first, though.
Okay. Yeah, because
The
we're going to
evidence-
blame Lady
hold,
Kira.
Hold on, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, evidence of their murderous intent. So, I mean, like, this does that. So let's do that.
Take that!
3 days before the purification rite,
Sounds good.
the victim received a warning letter from an unidentified individual.
He did!
Whoever sent it clearly meant to threaten the high priest. The letter said, "Do not perform the rite." But the rite went on as scheduled. I believe that is why the high priest was murdered.
Who do you suppose sent that letter?
A person with something to hide. The rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira herself.
Oh my word!
Peace! I don't understand. I'd heard the Lady Kira had been in the news of late, only hunted rebels. If so, why would she have killed the High Priest?
Excellent question. Maybe it would help to think of it this way. What if the high priest had secretly been a rebel? The high priest, he couldn't possibly have been a rebel. Oh. Ooh, this music though. There's a drop coming. I can feel it. There it is.
Oh.
The High Priest, a devout follower of Qur'anism, a rebel. Do you even comprehend the blasphemy of which you speak? Well, do you?
I too found it hard to believe at first. But as I continued my investigation, it started to become more and more plausible.
The third party was the rebel hunting Lady Kira, And the high priest was a rebel? Your mockery of Kurainism, no. Of the kingdom of Kurain itself knows no bounds.
Ooh, that was a quick change. Whoops.
Whoopsie! That shameless Burkunkin lawyer.
He's making a mockery of our religion.
As a faithful Kurainist, I take issue with these claims, and I am loath to admit them into today's proceedings.
I don't like where this is going.
The defense's claims are but vile blasphemy tantamount to spilling on the Holy Mother. Spitting.
Is it really that big of a deal, Maya?
Abbot and me was a distinguished monk and a very well-respected one at that, too. So, yeah.
Please don't let this turn into an international incident.
But fear not, good people of Kurain. The rantings of this putrid-brained lawyer who seeks to sully the soul of the deceased shall come to no avail once I conclude these last rites.
Oh shit, this is gonna definitely rock a boat a bit.
The prosecution's assertion that the accused killed the victim remains unchanged.
But the victim was stabbed in his abdomen. How is that possible when he had his back turned towards Miss Faye? Someone else must have killed him.
Objection.
Are you sure about that? You may have invalidated the seance, but do not let it go to your putrid head. Sorry, I don't know. I'm having a day today. Let's just play this and pretend like I'm good at reading.
Betty declared.
Rayfa, maybe you should rethink your career choices. Apollo Justice, 2028.
And Bonnie made poor life decisions. I'm sad we missed that, but oh well.
Yeah, and there you go. Have waffles. Also, just pretend I'm good at reading. The karmic flow of this trial is, as yet, still in my hands.
How can he be so confident?
Something has occurred to me, you see. And your allegations of a third party are but a deluded fantasy. And I shall prove that by calling a new witness to the stand. An eyewitness who will deliver the definitive answer that will dispel the defense's doubts. That was a lot of D's.
I believe you mean the true culprit.
Mm-hmm.
An eyewitness?
Well, let us call this eyewitness to the stand. The eyewitness in the place where there were only two people and only possibly could have been two people.
And we've been arguing that it's been two people, but there was an eyewitness, a third person.
Oh my god.
Oh, what? Hey.
It's him again.
Well, now, he has to be the shaggiest witness,
damn it.
I have ever laid eyes upon. Please state your name and occupation.
You know that so and so, whatchamacallit, right. Anonymous TBD.
Anonymous.
Anonymous TBD.
To be determined.
At least that's what they've been calling me.
I'm just gonna give up on the pun for this one. Chat, what's the pun for this one?
Chat, tell us the pun for this one.
He's already on the witness stand, so you guys can let us know.
TBD, as in to be determined. Can't you just tell us your real name?
The witness has suffered a blow to the head, rendering him amnesiac. Therefore,
The perfect witness?
Thank you, Adam.
I named him Anonymous TBD in my report, but he thinks TBD is part of his name.
Objection!
You're letting an amnesiac testify?
You letting an orca testify?
Fair point.
Have no fear. I have already questioned him at length.
I don't know if I could do an entire, witness and booster voice.
While it is true he has utterly forgotten his name and past, his memory of what he witnessed is still very much intact.
Considering the dearth of information, any new knowledge may be of help. Therefore, I will permit his testimony. Now, Mr. Amos, please tell us what you saw. Or at least what you're chewing on, I guess. Is it your beard hair? That's bad for you. You shouldn't do that.
Witness testimony. Okay, I'm gonna let you cycle through this, and I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, sounds good. All right.
That night, I was at the top of the Mount Pony, mountain next to the inner sanctum. I hate cowards, so I climbed up there to pray in peace. Not along with you cowards. I know it's a no-no, but since there was no one around, I used my binoculars to spy on the right of the inner sanctum. That's when I saw the accused stab the high priest with a dagger.
Did you?
Did you really?
There's no way you saw Ms. Faye stab the victim with a dagger.
I swear I don't know what he's talking about. Or I don't remember at any rate.
Mount Pony, the beautiful mountain that is also known as the Little Sanctum.
They must be talking about that smaller mountain from the poster.
Mr. Amos, I was wondering... what can I do for you? The inner sanctum lies at the high elevation where clouds and fogs can obscure the view. Are you sure you were able to see what happened from the mountaintop next to it?
Good point. His Majesty raises an excellent question. Well, Mr. Amos?
On the day of the ride, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. I had a perfect view. If you don't believe me, check the weather forecast in the paper that day.
Nick, don't we have the newspaper for that day?
Yeah, let's take a look. It does say calm, clear skies, doesn't it?
The area around the inner sanctum will enjoy calm, clear skies today. The warmer temperature will make for an excellent prayer weather. Be warned, however, the cold front move in overnight.
See? I told you so. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, did you guys do it already?
Oh, worthy Thane of Ross.
Hey.
Y'all are idiots. Anon refers to the internet board 4chan. Ema sounds like litmus strip. And TBD is short for telling bold-faced lies.
Oh. That makes sense.
Obvi.
Delies.
If 4chan had a tan, like, you know how like Windows 10?
Yes.
Would it be 4chan 10?
Yes, and it exists. Each
Oh!
boards have their own tans too.
Amazing.
And it's a whole thing to ship boards together.
Oh my god.
Like
wait,
Fa and
wait
Fit.
a second.
Fa
No.
and Fit are shipped together, and it's so cute.
Thanks.
Well, it would appear the witness has offered testimony worth hearing.
Mr. Amos, I too have a question for you.
Didn't he already question the witness?
Well, that's what I'm here for, right? Shoot.
How was the accused holding the dagger? Was she holding it underhanded, its blade protruding from the bottom of her hand?
No, don't do this.
Yep, I believe she was. It's called a reverse grip.
Ah, I thought as much.
Hold it right there. What bearing does that have on this case?
Cease your interruptions, you putrid-headed lawyer. Do you not see the significance in how the blade was held?
Why don't you enlighten me? Oh, enlightened one.
I knew you were a fool. I can already picture you in your next life.
Next life?
Yes, after your soul writhes for centuries in the pits of Tickle Hell. You shall be reborn as a witless sea urchin with barbs limited to your posterior.
Wait, that's my butt, isn't it?
Yes. You shall live a short, inconsequential life only to be brutally devoured by a sea otter.
That was a bit excessive. I simply asked what the dagger grip had to do with the case.
Now, pay attention. How the accused held the dagger is of vital importance. With such information, we can infer exactly what actions she took.
Okay, what's freaking so weird about this? Did they not just show, like, the picture itself showing that he was at a lower elevation and that all the things were higher? How is he seeing in here, even on a clear night? Like, they showed the picture.
That's what we're gonna be like. We're like gonna be high. How do you even see when it's lower?
You were saying that the victim was killed while he had his hand, or while he had his back to the accused. Is that correct?
Yes?
As such, the accused's dagger grip tells us something very important. The accused approached the victim from behind, swung her arms around him,
Oh my god.
and plunged the dagger deep into his abdomen using a reverse grip.
But what about the seance then? What?
Thus, Mr. Emus's testimony clears up any doubts that might remain.
And it coincides with her benevolence's insight as well.
This is a disaster. I thought I'd blown those insights out of the water, but now they're back to haunt me.
Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
The night I was up from the top, I was at the top of Mount Pony Pony, the mountain next to the inner sanctum.
Hold it!
Are you sure you're not mistaken, Mr. Emus? Was it really Mount Pony Pony that you climbed?
Oh, I'm sure of it. It was really Pony Pony-ish mountain.
What does that even mean?
You know, now that I think about it, it was a mighty fine view. I hate crowds, so I climbed up there to pray in peace.
Hold it!
If you hate crowds, why bother climbing to the top? Couldn't you have just as easily prayed at the bottom of Mount Pony Pony?
Wrong, Bucko. This is a once-a-year epic event. I wanted to pray as close to the actual thing as possible.
If you're so gung-ho about it, why didn't you go pray at the Plaza Devotion?
He just said.
Like I said, I hate crowds. I wanted to pray in peace.
Oh, Holy Mother. Why do I only get the annoying ones?
And my burning faith demanded that I climb up to the mountain close to the inner sanctum. Also, I know it's a no-no, but since there was no one around.
Oh, sorry. Whoa, we skipped ahead a few here.
No, we're good.
No, I only pressed this one, I thought.
No, sure, press it again. I don't think I did.
I've only pressed one thing.
Yeah,
well-
no, you pressed this. Wrong, Bucko.
Oh, Zero.
Hold on. TBD. To be determined. To be determined was a former LOL team. West Rice played on TBD. Rice is in West Rice's name. Rice is in balls. What are rice balls? Hamburgers. Apollo eats hamburgers. Who else eats hamburgers? Maya. He is Maya's dad.
No sound effect?
Oh.
Hold it!
Nice, Zero. Infallible logic. Let's make a video around it. And I won't credit you.
Like all good YouTubers.
Yeah.
Since nobody was around, there's nobody who can corroborate your actions either.
Yo! You're exactly right.
In that case, Mr. Emus, let me ask you this. Oh, GD, damn. Was there a reason you didn't want to be seen? He tries, by the way. He tries.
Oh, about that. If you get caught climbing the surrounding mountains on the day of the ride, you can get big trouble. Big trouble.
That's it?
Yeah, it's totally embarrassing getting yelled at when you're a grown up. He tries plenty hard enough, GD.
Yeah, you're a real grown-up, all right.
And since nobody was around, I lost all the inhibition and... I used my binoculars to spy on the right at the inner sanctum.
Weren't you supposed to be praying, though?
Hold it!
You had a pair of binoculars with you? That's pretty convenient. You weren't planning to spy on the right all along, were you?
Oh my god, is this Lauda? Is this Lauda?
Basically.
Actually, I just happened to have them on me for bird watching.
Uh-huh. Bird watching, huh? I see. Man, yeah, there is nobody who has ever said that they do bird watching who has not had ill intent.
Oh
okay?
yeah, totally.
Bird watching from your apartment
Yeah.
at
Or-
11 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or
Naked.
bird watching in the bathroom at E3, and your name is Dr. Disrespect.
Wow.
With someone else's wife.
With someone else. Oh.
Whoa. Okay, let's
Wow.
Just kidding. It's all a joke. That's what
keep this
we're
up. We're gonna end up
announcing.
on Dextra one day.
It's all a joke. Don't sue us, Dr. Disrespect.
Whatever. Bird watching, huh? I see.
You're not gonna keep pressing him on this?
He's sketchy as heck, but I don't really have anything I can sink my teeth into yet.
Oh, okay then.
I love that great outdoors. That's just the kind of guy I am. A guy called Anonymous, DVD.
He's really starting to get on my nerves.
As I looked through the binoculars, I couldn't believe what was unfolding in front of me. Before my very eyes. That's when I saw the accused stab the high priest with a dagger.
Did you really see what you say you, or blah, blah, blah. Did you really see what you say you did?
Are you saying that I'm lying about this?
Yeah, that's basically what I said.
Huh, well, I'm not. It's etched into permanently into my old noggin.
But I didn't do what you say I did. I didn't even get a chance to touch the dagger on the day of the rite.
What do I know of that? All I know is what I saw. I've never even seen it before in my life. What possible reason could I have to lie?
I didn't expect there to be any witnesses way up there.
But I don't remember doing that at all.
I know. I have a feeling the witness is lying. There has to be an inconsistency somewhere in his testimony. I should take another look at the court record.
Is it part of the part where he said, I've never seen you before in my life?
It could be.
I didn't, TBD.
Yeah, there's just no way.
It's impossible unless you were tall. Like
Really
ridiculously tall.
I'm so excited to see how he like explains this.
He jumped.
But I mean, this seems the most sensical to me.
Yeah.
Objection!
No fucking way.
Is something the matter?
Sorry, that scream just sort of slipped out.
What?
I don't know about trials in your country, but we refrain from such rash outbursts here.
I'm sorry?
Perhaps this will deter you from any further urges you might have.
Hello? Who is this?
Maybe send it again. Maybe he didn't understand.
Oh, I see. I'm not holding my case in the judge's eyes, both literally and figuratively.
Is this where we put the poster?
I don't know, maybe. I gotta look over everything now and read everything.
Right?
Curious guide for tourists. I guess that's Mount Pony over there.
No.
3-part ceremony, hold on the moon is directly of the summit of Mount Pony. It begins with the transformation rite. Priestess purified with incense. Rite of water, which the priestess enters the spring dressed as Lady Kira, and the high priest purifies with dagger. The ceremony ends with the rite of fire, in which the priestess circles flame to devote themselves to prayer until the rite comes to a close 2 days later at noontime. So basically, the whole thing's a fancy way for Lady Kira to take a bath once a year. Must be nice to be her, haha. Wow, this is a big article. See her as Lady Kira in the flesh. Such rumors are fueling the enthusiasm for today's purification rite. Today's purification rite, the thick white ice that froze the ground from the inner sanctum to the plaza of devotion until yesterday is melted. The rite can now go on as planned. We give thanks for our blessings of the Holy Mother and Lady Kira. Happy Rocky. Escape prisoner alert. Police are asking the kingdom's subjects to be on the lookout for a male insurgent who escaped from Royal Penitentiary number 4 yesterday. The area around the inner sanctum will enjoy a calm, clear skies today. The warmer temperature will make an excellent prayer weather. Be warned, however, that we'll see a cold front move in overnight.
Like,
Does a cold front mean clouds?
No. It just means, I believe it just means cold drop in temperature.
Right?
But I guess usually when it's cold, clouds do accumulate, I think. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. Blood loss from a deep abdomen wound caused by a bladed weapon. His wound appears to have been inflicted by the warbad dagger used in the rite. The mark on his face is one borne by all members of the Curious clergy somewhere on their bodies. Records of who has what mark and where are kept at Temple.
Curtain around, isolating it from the world.
Outside world. The entrance was shut during the rite. I guess
maybe send that.
Yeah, that's possible. Prayer flags around the outside that could have been sewn together with a long banner. Let's take a look at it. Interesting. Water stained red. Inner sanctum. Senior member of the insurgent leadership and former paratrooper of a foreign land. Like, it looks so much like him, basically. He's got the paratrooper straps and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted for crimes against the Kura, against the kingdom. Considered armed and dangerous. Contact authorities with any information.
This is you.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, you know what?
Oh, the only thing is, hold on. So what do we send the poster at to? What do we send it at?
I sent the poster to, I used my binoculars to spy on the right.
So, Vogel, what you're trying to say basically is this. Thinking isn't going to get us anywhere.
Okay, because there's one other thing. He says something a bit different. He said, I use my binoculars to spy on the right, but there's another one in there where he says, I saw her stab the people.
Yeah?
And the difference being is that the contradiction might be not that he did use his binoculars, but he didn't stab or didn't see it or whatever.
Maybe, but I'm also feeling the curtain here.
Yeah,
The Iron Curtain.
Send the curtain, and if this is also wrong, then I think it's just on the wrong actual text. Yeah.
Isolating it from the outside world. Yeah, the entrance was shut during the night.
Yeah. Come on, this has got to feel good.
Objection!
Yeah, okay, great. Your Majesty, I had my doubts about this bushy, bearded witness, but now I know we can't trust him.
What? You ain't just judging me solely on my bodacious beard, are you?
I know that feeling. It hurts so bad. Not at all, Mr. Emus. It's much more than your sketchy appearance. It's your sketchy testimony.
His testimony, you say?
Yes, recall how the inner sanctum was that day. Specifically, that it was completely enclosed by a ritual curtain.
Why, yes, I believe you're right.
The curtain would have completely blocked the witness's view from Mount Pony Pony. Therefore, he couldn't possibly have seen the murder happen.
Hoo-ha!
Mr. Emus, have you been knowingly making false statements to this court?
Oh, you got me!
The witness will lower his voice.
I didn't actually see the accused herself.
Ha! He didn't actually see the accused herself? What's that supposed to mean?
Let me set the record straight, I beg ya.
Ooh, you. The night of the murder amended.
I saw the shadowy silhouettes projected against the ritual curtain. The figures were created by the light on the full moon on the clear and still night. She was just a shadow, but I could tell it was the accused, reverse gripping that dagger.
Shadows? That's what you saw?
That's right. I could see what was going on by the shadow projected onto the ritual curtain.
In the future, Mr. Amos, I would rather you offer up accurate testimony from the start.
Forgive me. My main man, Mr. Magistrate. Chalk it up to a fuzzy memory.
Though he saw but shadows, it is still a valuable testimony. Don't step on my keyboard.
You have to be kidding me.
Well, what are we gonna do now, Nick?
All I can think of is to look for inconsistencies between the actual rite and what Mr. Emus says he saw.
Now then, the defense may cross-examine the witness once more.
Once more
So
time.
I'm pretty sure in the seance we saw Lady Kira holding the dagger forward, though. And then when they came in and
No, she was holding it, I think, down.
She was holding it with one hand, normal grip.
I thought
That's
it was
what-
upside down grip.
That's what I saw. Maybe.
But I can't remember because my testimony could be sullied by whatever words.
I saw the shadowy silhouettes projected against the ritual curtain.
So, what you saw were simply shadows.
That's right. Those shadow figures on the bright white curtain. They showed through plain as day. I could see everything that happened.
But Miss Faye and Abbott and me were at the top of the mountain late at night. The only light up there was coming from our small lanterns. How could the shadows have been projected that clearly onto the curtain?
No wonder people harp on you lawyers. You're always so dang skeptical. The lanterns weren't the only source of light, you know.
What?
The figures were created by the light of a full moon on that clear and still night.
You claim to have seen a shadowy figure that were projected onto the ritual curtain. But did you really see them, Mr. Emus? I got it, by the way.
Of course I did.
How it happens?
Yeah, the contradiction.
The bright moonlight projected them onto the curtain clear as day. It was like watching a scene from the old horror movie from my front row seat on Mount Pony Pony.
I guess the moon does shine a bit brighter when you're way up there. Maya, do you recall how bright the moon was that night?
I remember there weren't any clouds and that the moon was definitely out. But I don't remember if I could cast any shadows.
Okay, thanks. We can't deny the moon was really bright, which means it's possible that it was bright enough to cause shadows to appear.
I remember like it would just happen.
No, you don't. Well, a bing bang.
She was just a shadow, but I could tell it was the accused reverse gripping that dagger.
Why are you lying? Hang on. How do you know it was Miss Faye if all you saw were shadows?
It was that little bun on top of her head. Cute. Didn't need to see her face. That distinctive bob's a dead giveaway. Never underestimate my keen sense of observation. Oh, now that's one funny haircut.
It's not nice to make fun of a girl's hairstyle.
Yeah.
I like my hair this way.
Me too.
Besides, you're one to talk, you Sasquatch.
Oh!
You're not into this wild, manly look I'm sporting. Whew. So what you know, little girl.
Definitely my look of choice, Mr. Scruffy Guy. Take me into the woods and let's build a cabin.
Nick, isn't there some kind of crime you can charge him with?
Oh my god, Maya. I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. Now, he claims he only saw shadows. His testimony has sketchy written all over it.
Then there must be an inconsistency in there somewhere.
Yep. Was he really watching everything from Mount Pony Pony? If so, then I should see how his testimony lines up with the conditions of the rite. So, the full moon was directly above Mount Pony Pony, and so, like, there's no way it would have the moon would have to be on the other side for the moon to cast shadows towards Mount Pony Pony.
That's correct.
Yeah. Oh, there's only 3 in this one.
And I guess, are we gonna find out?
Oh, I want to send it first. Just otherwise, I'll
we're
forget.
there.
Oh,
But that's half of the fun.
Is trying to remember?
Oh God! Why do we every time? It's like, why did we do this?
Yeah.
I usually do it because I don't know the answer.
Oh. What? Don't reveal the curtain. No, curtain. It's still a curtain. Okay.
Please,
dear God, you'll forget it so hard. Yeah. Kind of like how.
Okay, so I mean, created by the light of the moon, full moon on that thing, and then it says it was directly above the summit of Mount Pony Pony, which doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't
and
add
it's
up.
it says all the things in. Oh wait, what?
Perfect. You saw silhouettes projected by the moonlight? That doesn't make any sense because we have to wait for the moon to be in the right position tomorrow.
That makes so much more sense, though. Tomorrow, the moon's gonna be in the right place. It's gonna be projected in the right way.
And then we'll be able to better illustrate our case.
Yeah. So don't forget to throw a thumbs up on this video for us doing the right thing and making everybody wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
rights,
I know
final
that
rights.
You're welcome.
I just certainly like the video.
And also, we're giving away this Sora figure. How
Coming up
cool is
quick.
that? I know. End of this month. I'm gonna put a couple things up on the board.
Cool.
And we're gonna be back.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for being here for this wild and wacky case.
And thanks, Angry, for the song.
Will Maya eat hamburgers again? Or is this her last rite?
200 likes? And I forgot to give away likes at the beginning, so that means you're getting...
No, it's not 200 likes.
What?
Don't trust them. 86 likes.
Oh.
Is that GD?
Can we get 100?
That was GD. Oh, man, I was
likes.
really impressed.
No, GD, where are you? Is it?
But I know the real chat. I know your limitations. Oh, you cannot moderate?
I'm logged in as me, not as the Nyan Cable, but I swear we will time you out next time. On to you. We saw you the first time doing that. You've been lying for days now.
Thank you for supporting what we do.
yeah.
We're most likely be watching the Spike Chunsoft event. I have to double check on that. I
Yeah,
forgot
it
to
was
do my
fine last
emails.
time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine last time. It's gonna make sure it's fine again.
Yep.
We're watching on YouTube, a lot of fun. And then Fire Emblem on Twitch, 12:30 p.m. Friday. So make sure to be there. It's gonna be fun.
And we've only got one more day of
Yeah.
Persona 4 Golden and Ace Attorney until we have a little break for Spike Chunsoft.
Oh yeah, it's Wednesday
Mario
today.
Maker.
Yeah, that's right. Crazy. Week flies by.
It does. And date night tomorrow, so make sure to member up if you haven't already. Twitch subscriptions, Twitch Prime subscriptions,
Wiz, yeah, it should be saved.
Patreon.
I just gotta check my email and double check some stuff.
Yeah. Okay, ready to do this thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
See you in an
everybody.
hour.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, I love you, bye!